Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our podcast. And today we have PAD's Executive Director, Laura Wadmanek, with us, as well as a couple. Well, actually, now I'm seeing three furry guests. So we have Lamb Chop,
Yes.
PAD's breeding dog, Pepper, who is retired, and the our very special guest, newly retired PAD's Reese, who
Yes.
many of you will know from our helicopter litter podcasts. So Reese has made a bit of a move. So maybe Laura, do you want to tell us a little bit about that before we dive into our big announcement while people get online here?
So yes, Reese is she was raised in Calgary by our lovely Wendy Proudluck, staff member, very long time volunteer, multiple puppy raiser. And Reese was selected as a potential brood for pads. And so I was lucky that she landed at my house while she went through her clearances and she kind of stole their hearts. And when she was all good to go and approved for breeding, then she went on to her next mama. I call myself mama number two, but I think Robin bumped me back. Robin Bruder and her wonderful family in Calgary became her breeder caretakers. And so Reese has kind of gone back and forth, province to province. And when she's not having babies, she's been out here while she goes for her next breeding. And then I take her back. And so she's a shared girl with three moms. And with a helicopter litter, we thought that would be her third litter and she would continue having babies, but she had a few challenges. So Pads and Jackie, we decided that it would just be best to give her an early retirement. And Robin, a long time ago, asked me if I would like to someday adopt Reese and be her forever home, which made me squeal. I must admit, I was so excited. And so it just kind of happened sooner than we thought with her stopping at three litters. But on Sunday, she arrived from Calgary. So it was a gotcha Reese day. So I'm gonna sign on the whenever I can see Jackie. And Pepper has her sister back. So
She looks
I must
really,
admit,
really.
I'm a little happy about this.
Yeah. Pepper's just using lamb chop for comfort and giving a little bit of side eye here, but Reese looks very happy to be back with mama number two there. So, and very cool too that Robin and Wendy will continue to get to see her when you travel
Yeah,
to.
I'm a really great sharer. So Robin knows that she's gonna get her back when I'm in Calgary and when she comes out here.
Yeah.
Many mamas.
Look at that head, that shoulder hug. Good job there, Reese. You're looking very cozy. So, for those of you that are tuning in, thanks for joining us today. We're excited to have you all online. We're going to get to our announcement here just momentarily. But also, if you have questions for Laura about anything, about paths, about how we're doing right now, anything like that, what impacts there's been. It's kind of been an interesting time. So we thought kind of hand in hand with this announcement that we could uh, give you all the opportunity to ask Laura any questions you want to ask her. So you can post those questions in the comments of this video feed. So I'm looking at the comments here on my phone. So if you have any questions at all, just post away. And in the meantime, Laura, do you want to share our big announcement about what our change makers did yesterday? We need
You
a
need a
drum
drum
roll.
roll?
Sorry, I
Yeah.
did I didn't arrange the sound effects. Sorry.
Well, first of all, we were very blessed to have matching grants from three great donors: the TELUS Friendly Future Foundation, Charitable Impact, also known as CHIMP, and the Highbury Foundation. They made our matching grants, and then our most generous community came out yesterday and donated $19,588. So our grand total for Giving Tuesday now was $35,838.
Woohoo!
Yeah, I am just very humbled by the generosity of our wonderful community.
Our people. Yeah. We were not, we were it caught us by surprise that Giving Tuesday had opted to do another campaign this year. They usually run in the fall around Thanksgiving time, Black Friday, etc. And but it couldn't have come at a better time for us. And um, funding like this is just so critical right now for us to continue doing what we're doing. So do you want to just maybe talk a little bit about the impact of COVID on pads in recent months?
Well, it hit us hard right away when they started rolling back mass gatherings. It was the week of our gala, like days before our gala, and we thought we were going to be able to carry on, and then we decided definitely we need to cancel the events. And thankfully we have some really great partners with Elevate Auction, and we rolled right into an online platform for our annual gala. So right from the get-go, we had quite a hard hit with the cancellation of our major event for the year, and then we had, my girls are kind of falling off here. Then we rolled into COVID and self-isolation, and for us this time of year is we received a fair amount of funding, and we noticed a hit almost immediately. And PADS has been very mindful of not only what we're going through right now, this is a new normal for us, but we want to make sure that we're cautious with our finances and our long-term planning, and that we're going to come out the other side of COVID and be okay, and our people are going to be okay. That's really important to us.
So sorry, I'm scrolling. We have a whole bunch of people commenting.
Hello.
So a lot of people saying hello. So hello, everyone. Thanks
Hello.
so much for joining in. It's nice to see so many familiar names and faces on here. Sorry, I'm just scrolling. Caroline wants to know, how is the PADS team doing these days, Laura?
Well, we're rolling with it. It's a new normal, definitely. I'm so very proud of this team. Like right from the beginning, it was just like, okay, what do we have to do? What do we have to do to support our community, our breeders, caretakers, our volunteer puppy raisers and sitter? We have a very large population of volunteers, and they're the lifeline of our organization. They have all of our fur babies out there. And when you're looking at 200 dogs, it really takes some critical fast thinking in order to determine how are we going to best support our community. So we have moved into the land of virtual, and I have to say, for some of our staff, that's a pretty gray area. It's very new to them, but they are just pulling it out of the box. They're doing so well. We're doing virtual puppy classes. You see every day at 1 o'clock, we have babies on the ground, and they're doing well. And soon they're going to go out with puppy raisers, the next group. And what I find most amazing is we're very fortunate in that we have a campus here in Burnaby. We have a facility in Calgary, and we have trainers that have training facilities in their homes. So advanced training is happening. The team is having to work really hard because there's no volunteers to support us anymore on site, on campus, like our kennels, all of that. We still have to maintain it. So the team is just pulled together, and everybody's doing what they have to do to help out. And so dogs are being trained, and remarkably, dogs are still being placed. We placed 7 dogs in the last month and a half, everything virtually. That's pretty new for our training team. But our new clients, they have just jumped in, and they will do whatever it takes to work with PADS. I'll tell a little story. We have some service dog clients where her husband has acted as a dog so they can learn how to handle and maneuver. And then it gradually progressed to the client through Zoom giving the command sequence that they've learned. They've gone through team training online. They're commanding the dog through Zoom, and the dog is listening across the computer and doing retrieves. So when that happened, we were quite astounded and really excited, and knowing that we can continue with this. So yeah, it's pretty.
And I think the best part of I think the best part of those team trainings is that those dogs are actually now Many of them are in the homes of the people they've been matched with, which means that we are really have found a way to continue achieving our mission through this. So there's been several questions, and Laura hasn't even seen the messaging yet. So I'm gonna take the answer on this one. Several questions about our breeding program, and what the long-term impact is going to be. And we do have some good news that we have made the decision to resume breeding in a limited way this year. Now that we kind of have a better sense of what normal looks like. We've consulted with our veterinarians, with our breeder caretaker community. And, while we won't be breeding all of the dogs that we would have previously, the impact. So one of the questions was, what is the impact of putting the breeding program on hold? It's
Enormous.
enormous.
Oh,
And it's not just about right now, it's about what's going to happen two,
it's
three,
going to
4,
affect.
5 years down the road. And so we're excited that we're going to resume, even if it's just in a limited way. We'll probably have a couple litters through the summer months. And the good news is our breeder caretaker community, everybody to date is healthy. And we've had lots of our breeder caretakers step forward and say, if somebody did get sick, I would be happy to step in and take over a litter that's not mine. So we just love our village.
Yep.
So that was an announcement we didn't think we were making today, but we were working on this week and it's kind of ready to go out the door. So but
It's critical that we have to continue because of a slowdown and slowdown today means that our advanced training is going to be impacted 17 months down the road, and our client care and our wait lists, applicants, everything just is impacted by the breeding program. That is the foundation of PADS, right? So we've also worked with a lot of different schools, sister schools in our industry across North America. They're ABC Breeding Cooperative, 35 plus schools. And we've been sharing information and knowledge and discussing what's the next step. I'm very thankful that we have such a strong network community that is within Assistance Dogs International. And to be honest, it's been kind of keeping us sane, right? And not only myself, executive directors, but we've networked. We have our puppy trainers are networking with other schools, and then our advanced trainers, they have yappy hours, you know, where they just do information exchanges for an hour each week. And it really helps us when we're in such isolation and solitude right now. It is so helpful to have that hour once a week and talk to others and hear that it's just not me, right?
yeah. So Lurleen was asking, can the gala be rebooked when groups can get together again?
Yeah, I've reached out to River Rock a few times and haven't really connected. I don't think my contact was working, but we did mark a possible date into October, but we live day by day and we don't know what's going to be that mass gathering impact. We don't know if we're just going to delay it till and schedule it next year as planned. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yeah.
Yep.
Judy says she's laughing because it looks like Pepper's looking lovingly at you as if to say, hey, I was first. What's the deal with the dog on your shoulder? Want to comment on how Pepper's feeling about Reese coming home?
Well, she was excited initially to see her, but there definitely is a little bit of what about me? If anybody knows Pepper, Pepper just thinks the world revolves around Pepper. So usually I have, well, she's just right here. She's laying here like I'm petting her belly. So she's very happy, but maybe a little miffed. Yeah.
Yeah, she loves Reese,
They,
but
they,
I think the
they,
fact that she has to share is probably her bigger beef.
and I've watched this every time Reese has come back. There's been a couple days where they're happy to see each other, but they're not the real closeness. But I'm noticing them that now they're starting to cuddle up. They don't usually sleep on furniture, by the way. They have very cushy beds, and usually they're cuddled right up. So it will get back to them.
Nice. kudos from Lurleen about the trainers doing such an awesome job with the online lessons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're doing amazing. Posey says, I hope you breed me. I can't wait to be a mama. And I'm pretty sure Posey's mamas also can't wait.
Yeah.
So, and I'm just looking to
You
see
got
the,
my vote, Posey.
yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking to see. Um, for those of our numbers have gone up significantly in the last few minutes. Laura, do you want to share with people again what the result of our Giving Tuesday now was, our change makers yesterday?
Yeah, it was absolutely fabulous. We received 19,588 in generous donations. And then with our matching grants through TELUS, CHIMP, and the Highbury Foundation, the grand total for Giving Tuesday now is $35,838. So
Yeah,
happy. We had an admin meeting today, and we have a pretty excited office um, administration team about the results from yesterday. So lots of smiley faces at Pat's today. A lot of smiley faces yesterday, actually, as we just watched it go up, and you were trying to keep up by posting all those exciting 2,002 dogs and 3,003 dogs. You couldn't keep up yesterday.
I could not keep up yesterday. I had photos for all the increments, but I would post one and write the post. And then by the time I finished writing the post, we had skipped 3 or 4,000. So it was quite the roller coaster ride. So thank you, everyone. That was absolutely huge. Um, um, so Chai is asking, where will I'm assuming Emily's asking, where will the amazing donations go within the program? So what is the funding go towards?
Well, our critical areas: dog food,
Yeah,
veterinary care. None of that stops right now.
yeah.
And just operations, because we are continuing. Everything is, we've had some shortages, like areas where we have shortages of work with not having volunteer classes. We've slowed down our volunteer onboarding. What the silver lining of COVID is that we've shifted gears, but it is actually, we're right now in the thick of accomplishing a lot of things that we've had on the to-do list for a very long time. We've wanted to have an online education platform. We've wanted to have volunteer onboarding, like an application process and an educational tool for new people joining our program. We want to be able to have those that are interested in becoming puppy raisers. There's information that they can learn in advance, and they can watch classes online, and so right now all the staff is may not be in the office, but they're working very hard at home, very much technology based and education based, building out all of our materials that will further enhance PADS long term. This isn't what we're doing right now, is not short term solution. This is long term program protocols, and it's just going to get better and better and better. So I'm pretty excited about that silver lining, because if it, as we know, we've got a busy world in the land of PADS, and there's never enough time to do everything we want to do.
Patch Try is saying, yay, new bones and kibbles for everyone. So
Yes.
um, Meredith is saying, lots of love and congratulations on the fundraiser. Will there be enough raisers for these potential puppies coming down the pike? Do you want me to?
Well, the golden litter. Yep, we're fine with the golden litter. We had a number of volunteers that were midway through process. They were observing classes, or working towards their home interview. So we had a number of people in play. We've also had, very thankful for this, puppy raisers that say we'd like to raise again. We have some of our puppy raising community that they've raised multiple dogs for us, and they're saying, okay, I'm ready to take on a new puppy. And the dog that I have right now, which is a bit of an older dog, can be transferred over to somebody with maybe a little bit less experience that wouldn't need all the hands-on care with a brand new baby.
And just in terms of the breeding program that we mentioned earlier in the call is that the number of litters we're breeding, one of the key factors in determining how many puppies we breed is, do we have homes for all of them, right?
Yeah.
So obviously travel and transport is limited right now. Some of the puppies we're going to be raising we're going to be raising them for other schools so that when travel restrictions ease, we can still do those exchanges with those other schools. So it may be that we're raising some puppies for 6-8 months before they're able to travel to other schools. And I love that our community, our international kind of community with ADI, everybody's kind of on the same page there. So they're doing the same for us. So puppies that would have come to us at 8 weeks, they might not come to us until they're much older now, but we're still going to get them down the road.
We have two, just a hop, skip across the line,
Yeah.
across the border, right?
Two puppies waiting right across the board.
Puppies, yep.
So, uh, the Posey and her ladies are asking, hey, Laura, how come your hair hasn't grown? Have you been cutting it yourself? It looks good.
Thank you. No, I do need a haircut. Need my nails, need everything, but it is what it is. Thank you. But the good news is I got my hair cut like the day before gala, so I wasn't in quite bad shape. Otherwise, you might see me with a little baseball cap on. But
Yeah,
I worked hard this morning. But thanks, ladies.
yeah. Oh, Lurleen saying, pick me, pick me. So I think that's one of our raisers saying they would like a new puppy. Some kudos. Well, we've got a couple minutes left here. So if anybody has any last minute burning questions, please feel free to post them in the comments. We'll try and answer them. And otherwise, just a huge, huge thank you from all of us to all of you. Any last thoughts, Laura?
I'm just so incredibly grateful. You know, I have always said I think we have the secret sauce in the land of charities. We have the most beautiful community, and I said on a recent video with our for Volunteer Appreciation Week, you know, our community is just stepping up and supporting in so many ways, and it's just remarkable to see how our community is helping one another. So it's challenging times, but there's so much heart behind this program that keeping me going. Plus these two. Actually, I have a third. I have a yellow here too that I'm babysitting. So yes.
Yeah, the lovely, lovely lady. I have to say, we just got a comment and it's Kayla who says, hi, Tara and Laura in all capital letters. So,
Hi, Kayla.
yeah, we miss you, Kayla. Come back.
Yeah.
And Kim is just asking maybe one last question here. Does PADS qualify for any support from the government right now?
Very little. Unfortunately, we don't get the large subsidy. Good news, bad news. It's all based on our comparables to last year. And with the gaming revenue, our online that we received, that particular comparable, no, we didn't qualify. Peppers Reach and Trade the Treats. So there is some smaller subsidies. We are on it. We are applying for anything and everything we can.
Yeah. And it's hard because it's definitely just timing of things. So, you know, we still rely heavily on your support, and the nature of nonprofits is that our funding is very, it fluctuates a lot throughout the year. There's lots of kind of high highs and low lows. And so just how the government is kind of evaluating those things is, you know, looking at like, okay, what were we at this time last year versus time this year? So, and apparently we have some new volunteers. I'll let you read the comments when all is said and done. But thank you for everyone who's saying pick me on puppies coming up. Emily's asking about litter themes. That is really going to be up to those breeder caretakers doing the heavy lifting, or it's going to be up to the sponsors that step forward to sponsor the upcoming litters. So
the next litter coming up is, well, this one that was our 3 beautiful babies was sponsored by Eukanuba.
Yeah,
partner with Eukanuba. And then the next litter that's coming up is going to be a very generous Mr. Blake
Yeah.
Foundation litter.
So it's his third litter that he's sponsored for us. So incredibly generous. And those puppies are due any minute, really.
Yes.
So hopefully we will be able to announce their names soon. We're really excited about the theme that he's picked. So we'll
That's still
share.
secret squirrel, right?
Still secret squirrel, so we will share once the puppies are born. So but if anybody works for organizations that are looking for ways that they can help with some of our summer litters, we'll be looking for litter sponsors to name those puppies. And it's a fun way to kind of inject some joy and follow their progress and such. And as long as kind of we're going through this kind of challenging time, we'll be continuing with our podcasts every day at 1 o'clock. So feel free to continue to tune in and follow our puppies and learn more about pads. We're working on scheduling some new features. So obviously today we changed format a little bit. We had some bigger
Yes.
puppies on
Exciting
camera
news.
here and exciting news to share. But we're also excited to, connect in with some of our staff and share how they're doing and where they're at, and maybe allow you guys to ask some questions, maybe some of our trainers or puppy raising staff. So we're going to be alternating between puppies so that we don't put undue pressure on our breeder caretakers, alternating between puppies and other kind of interesting things, as well as certainly our clients. We've got Tia and Merlot coming up soon, just trying to pin down what day.
I love these podcasts.
Yeah, so that's one of them that we have coming up. That I'm excited about for no particular reason.
Mhm.
And yeah, so there's lots of exciting things in the works that we're working on, and we're going to have some fun ways that you can get involved virtually coming in the coming months. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes.
Yeah. All right,
But
Laura. Well,
again, my sincere appreciation for your generosity and support yesterday. It definitely helps, and we know that we're going to be okay, but we do need the support of our community to get us there. So extremely thankful. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you, everyone. And thanks so much for tuning in. I did see a couple more questions come in at the end, so I'm just going to go and I will type responses to those ones once we're offline, because I know Laura has another meeting to pop into. So thank you, everyone, for joining us. We really appreciate your time. Bye now.
Bye bye.